Archangel Michael says, there are some moments when heaven moves in silence, preparing gifts so precious that even the angels tremble with excitement. Today, a divine preparation is reaching its final stage, a love story so pure, so unshakable, that even the storms of life will bow to it. Your future spouse is closer than you realize, and the unseen hands of destiny are threading their path toward you even now. The winds of change are whispering your name in secret places, and the heart you have been waiting for is slowly finding its way home. Silent prayers have been lifted, tears have been counted, and every longing sigh you released into the night has not been ignored. There is a mighty hand at work, rearranging people, places, and circumstances, just to make this union unbreakable when it finally happens. You may have felt forgotten or abandoned, but in truth, you were being preserved, kept safe from lesser loves that could never carry your crown. Archangel Michael says, the delays you endured were not denials, they were divine shields protecting your heart for the one who is meant to be your everlasting partner. What is about to happen will make all the lonely nights and silent prayers worth it. The soul that belongs beside you is undergoing a transformation just as you are. It is happening behind the veil of everyday life. Even when you do not see it, they are being shaped by fire, molded by trials, and purified by love's hard lessons. You both are being perfected in spirit before you are united in the flesh. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They are thinking of love differently now, understanding it not as a fleeting emotion but as a sacred commitment. The days of childish games, prideful silence, and selfish love are being stripped away from them one by one. They are growing into the kind of strength that will not break under pressure and will not walk away when the storms come. This person has faced battles that you do not yet know about, trials that have carved their heart into a vessel worthy of carrying your trust. There were moments they almost gave up on love entirely, but something deep inside kept telling them to hold on. It was your future prayers, your destined connection, your silent intercession that strengthened them even from afar. The closer this destined meeting comes, the more turbulence may stir in your life because dark forces sense the approaching blessing. Do not be shaken by temporary storms or unexpected disappointments in these final hours of preparation. Heaven is clearing away every counterfeit, every distraction, and every block that would keep you from the one meant for you. Archangel Michael says, you are being elevated to the frequency of love that is rare, uncommon, and worth fighting for. This love is not ordinary, it is fierce, it is holy, it is protected by divine decree. It cannot be stolen, it cannot be faked, and it cannot be delayed 1 second longer than heaven allows. Type Amen to get blessing 777. The feeling of emptiness you sometimes carry is not loneliness, it is the preparation room of your spirit stretching to make room for them. Your future spouse is feeling the same stretch, the same sacred ache, pulling them closer to the destiny that awaits. When you meet, it will not feel like meeting a stranger, it will feel like coming home after a long, tiring journey. There is a sacred clock ticking in the spirit realm, and every tick is moving you closer to the divine meeting point. Time itself has been instructed to obey the command of heaven concerning your union. Nothing can stop it, and nothing can delay it once the divine hour strikes. Their mind is beginning to align with the vision of life you have been secretly building inside your soul. Even if they don't fully understand it yet, they are being drawn to become the man or woman you prayed for in your silent moments. Their character is being strengthened, their faith is being deepened, and their spirit is being refined. Archangel Michael says, there are angels assigned specifically to this mission of love in your life. They are removing obstacles, shutting doors that do not serve your destiny, and lighting the way when your own eyes grow tired. Trust that everything happening now is not random. It is the orchestration of a masterpiece written long before you were born. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You will not have to beg for their attention, nor will you have to question their love. Their spirit will recognize yours immediately, and there will be a deep knowing that cannot be explained by words. It will not be perfect because no human is perfect, but it will be real, sacred, and deeply rooted in purpose. Everything you have endured up to this moment, the betrayals, the heartbreaks, the disappointments, were sharpening you. They were preparing your heart to love with a maturity that few ever reach, a love that chooses to stay, to fight, to build. The lessons you thought would destroy you actually made you unshakable for the love that is coming. This person has also known pain, perhaps more than they will ever speak about at first. They have walked through shadows and battled silent wars in their mind that no one knew about. But like you, they have emerged stronger, wiser, and more determined to protect the treasure that true love is. Archangel Michael says, Heaven has declared that your waiting season is almost over. A celebration is being prepared in the spiritual realm, with your name and their name written in golden letters. Every tear you cried was watering the soil where this love was always meant to bloom. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Their journey towards you is not without its obstacles, but it is fueled by a fire that will not be extinguished. They are casting off old mindsets, letting go of toxic influences, and learning to trust in love again. Their heart is becoming fertile ground for the seeds of joy, loyalty, and peace that you will plant together. Meanwhile, your soul is glowing brighter with every step you take in your own healing. You are not standing still, you are rising, becoming a lighthouse for the heart that is seeking you. Your worth is not hidden. It is being broadcast across the heavens, and the one meant for you is hearing the call. When your paths cross, it will feel effortless, even though the journey was anything but easy. There will be an undeniable sense that you have met someone sent straight from the hands of God. The world around you may not understand it, but your spirit will recognize it instantly. Archangel Michael says, do not lower your standards, do not dim your light, and do not settle for anything less than this destined connection. You were not made to survive love, you were made to thrive in it, to build something eternal, to mirror divine love on earth. Prepare yourself, because this love will require all of you, and it will give you all of them in return. Type Amen to get blessing 111. There are hidden conversations happening right now in the spirit world about your destiny and the joining of your souls. The divine timing is so precise that even the winds and stars are being realigned to usher this love into existence. Your meeting will not be a random accident. It is a holy appointment written into the fabric of time. They are dreaming of a future they cannot yet fully see, but every day the vision becomes clearer. Some nights, they feel a strange pull in their heart, a longing for someone they haven't met but somehow already miss. That someone is you, and your souls are already speaking in ways your physical bodies will soon catch up to. Archangel Michael says, every obstacle they are facing right now is a test preparing them to protect, cherish, and honor you. The mistakes they made before were not in vain, they were necessary to break the chains of immaturity and selfishness. Now they are learning to love in a way that heaven approves of, a way that reflects the purity of divine love. You are being lifted higher because you cannot meet a love of this level while living in the vibrations of your old wounds. That is why you are feeling the stretching, the pressing, the quiet loneliness at times. It is not punishment, it is elevation. Heaven is preparing you both to meet at a place where nothing can separate what God has united. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There is a sweetness in the waiting that you will only understand when you look back and see how perfectly everything unfolded. Each delay was a blessing in disguise, each disappointment a shield protecting your heart from premature settling. Every tear you cried will one day become the oil that anoints your marriage with wisdom and unwavering strength. The person coming into your life has been crafted carefully, shaped by hands unseen, refined by fire unseen. They are learning to speak words that build rather than break, to offer hands that heal rather than hurt. They are walking away from the shallow things of the world and beginning to crave depth, loyalty, and true partnership. Archangel Michael says, rejoice even when you cannot yet see it, because the spiritual atmosphere around your life is electric with movement. Miracles are being lined up like dominoes, ready to fall into place at the appointed moment. The longing you feel is proof that what you seek is also seeking you. The connection is mutual in the spirit. When your eyes meet for the first time, there will be a sacred familiarity, a silent whisper from your soul saying, "It's you." It will not need to be forced, chased, or begged for. It will simply be. And it will grow like a flame gently fed by divine breath, steady and unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Their footsteps are already directed towards the intersection where your life and theirs will collide. Beautifully. Even now, they are making decisions that unknowingly pull them closer to your heart. The invisible threads of destiny are tightening, drawing two stories into one masterful love song. You may not have seen the full picture yet, but God has been painting the details in the background of your life. The colors of your story are vibrant, full of healing reds, hopeful yellows, peaceful blues, and triumphant golds. The masterpiece is almost finished, and very soon, you will step into the canvas and live the beauty prepared for you. Archangel Michael says, do not grow weary in well-doing during this final stretch. It is often darkest and most confusing just before the sunrise of fulfillment breaks through. The enemy will try to plant seeds of fear, doubt, and loneliness, but stand firm. Your reward is closer than it has ever been. Your future spouse is walking the hard road now so they can meet you as the king or queen you deserve. They are leaving behind things that once satisfied them but now feel hollow because their soul is maturing. The hunger they once had for surface-level connections is being replaced by a deep craving for real, lasting love, your love. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Even the people around them are noticing a shift, sensing that they are being called into something higher. The friendships that no longer serve their destiny are falling away quietly, making space for your entrance into their life. Their heart is being broken open so that it can contain the kind of love that will endure any storm. There is a sacred tenderness awakening inside them, a gentleness they did not know they had. It is being carved by the hand of God to meet the strength and grace that radiates from you. The balance of softness and strength is being perfected so that you will be safe in their arms, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven itself is celebrating this coming union with joy and songs of triumph. Angels are dancing in the corridors of heaven because they know what a rare and powerful blessing this love will be. The sound of your union will echo beyond your own lives, healing generations and inspiring many. You will be each other's healer, teacher, protector, and encourager, not because you are perfect, but because you are willing to love without fear, to fight for each other without giving up, to walk side by side even when the path grows difficult. This is the love that was written in the stars for you, and it is closer than your next breath." Type Amen to get blessing 555. Their prayers are becoming more specific now, even if they don't fully know who they are praying for. Their soul is calling out for you in the night hours, in the quiet spaces between their everyday life. Your essence is reaching them, stirring something ancient and undeniable in the core of their being. Likewise, your heart is being tuned like an instrument, adjusted finely by the master composer of your destiny. You are learning patience, compassion, and unshakable hope, all gifts you will bring into your shared life together. The final strings are being tied, the last preparations made before the grand unveiling. Archangel Michael says, expect sudden shifts, unexpected meetings, and divine alignments that seem too perfect to be random. Synchronicities, repeating signs, and deep inner nudges are the whispers of destiny trying to catch your attention. Stay awake, stay hopeful, and stay open. Your life is about to change forever. The love story being written for you is not ordinary because your calling is not ordinary. You are not meant for a mediocre love. You are destined for a love that is powerful, healing, and earth-shaking. Your future spouse is a vital piece of your purpose, and together, you will unlock destinies that have been waiting for your union. Type Amen to get blessing 123. Even now, waves of preparation are rolling across the landscape of your life, clearing out the unnecessary to make room for destiny. You may feel endings happening around you, friendships fading, opportunities dissolving, doors closing, but do not be afraid. Every ending now is a sacred pruning so that the most beautiful beginning can unfold. Your future spouse is undergoing the same divine surgery of the soul. Their old wounds are being healed, their vision sharpened, and their spirit awakened to the life that waits with you in it. They are no longer who they used to be, and neither are you. Archangel Michael says, a great unveiling is coming. Soon, you will understand why certain people had to leave, why certain dreams had to die. The soil had to be cleared, the stones removed, the weeds uprooted, for a garden of true love to grow without hindrance. What is blooming now will be worth every tear, every heartbreak, every sleepless night. When you meet, the chemistry will be electric, but the connection will be deeper than mere physical attraction. Your souls will recognize each other before your minds can make sense of what is happening. There will be a stillness between you that speaks louder than 1,000 words. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They will see you, not just with their eyes but with their spirit, seeing the battles you fought, the strength you carry, the gentleness you hide. They will not be intimidated by your greatness nor tempted to dim your light. Instead, they will rise to meet you, eager to build a world with you where both of you shine brighter together. Likewise, you will see them not through the lens of their past but through the vision of who they are becoming. You will recognize their hidden gold, their buried strength, their secret dreams, and you will call it forth with your love. Together, you will build a bond so rooted in purpose that no weapon formed against you could ever prosper. Archangel Michael says, "Prepare your heart, for soon your life will echo with the sound of laughter, partnership, and dreams fulfilled. Loneliness will become a distant memory, replaced by a companionship that feels like breathing. Your prayers are not floating unanswered into the sky, they are being woven into the very fabric of your future. The time of wandering, wondering, and weeping is coming to a close. A new season is being announced in the heavens, a season of divine love, sacred partnership, and unstoppable joy. Heaven is smiling over you even now, proud of the way you waited, trusted, and grew." Type Amen to get blessing 191. There are moments still ahead where fear may try to whisper lies into your ear. Moments when impatience might make you question whether it's really going to happen. But when those moments come, anchor yourself in this truth. What God has ordained, no human hand can undo. You are not forgotten, overlooked, or abandoned. You are chosen, hidden, and prepared. Every unseen hour of faithfulness, every silent prayer, every act of surrender has been recorded in heaven. Nothing has been wasted, everything has been counted as precious in the divine balance. Archangel Michael says, "The journey to this love is as important as the love itself. It is making you into someone capable of sustaining the blessing once it arrives. It is teaching you to love without fear, to trust without control, and to receive without walls. Soon, you will look back and realize that the waiting was not a punishment but a love letter written in invisible ink. And when you finally read it, when their hand takes yours, and their eyes tell you all the words they don't know how to say, you will understand. It was worth it. It was always worth it." Type Amen to get blessing 505. Even as you read these words, destiny is moving closer, faster, stronger. The alignments are being finalized, the divine clock ticking down to the moment when two paths merge into one. Heaven is preparing to unveil a masterpiece that will leave you breathless with awe. You are the answered prayer they have been whispering through tears and hopes. They are the answered prayer you have carried in the hidden places of your heart. Together, you will be a living testimony of love that endures, heals, uplifts, and conquers. Archangel Michael says, "Stand ready. The great unveiling will happen when you least expect it but most need it. Your heart will know, your spirit will leap, and your soul will whisper, 'Finally, you're here.' Not late, not early, right on time, according to the perfect calendar of heaven. The future spouse you have longed for, prayed for, cried for, hoped for, is not a dream. They are a living, breathing soul moving closer to you every single day. Trust in the unseen movements of God. Stay faithful to the calling on your life, and prepare to step into the chapter of love you were always destined to live. Type Amen to get blessing 303.